Hi there, it's me, Annalisa Boyd, Orthodox Christian wife, mom to 8, bread baker, candy maker, self-proclaimed doula, accidental midwife, and the author of the Ascetic Lives of Mothers, Hear Me, and Special Agents of Christ, all through Ancient Faith Publishing. Today is a very fun day, and I have to say, just so you know from the beginning, that there will be a giveaway that is coming up in this episode of the Ascetic Lives of Mothers. Sorry, I'm just having one of those crazy mommy moments. My children often laugh about how I'll probably be as a grandmother and or when I start losing my mind, if I'm not already in the process. But it's beginning to look a lot like Thanksgiving, but Christmas is really right around the corner, and I think we all know that. So I wanted to do a few quick reviews of things that I have received or purchased, and very, very, very excited about for this coming season. Things to encourage our children in the faith, encourage ourselves in the faith, and might be good to use during Lent or for a gift around for Christmas. Okay, so the first one is Good Night, Jesus. It is the sweetest little book. My little person, Angela Isaacs, my little person, people, but the smallest person, loves this book. And I love it because it's a board book. It's durable. That's like the first real practical reason I like it. But we're supposed to bring church home, right? We're supposed to have different ways for our kids to be able to experience Christ all the time, not just when we go to church, but our home, wherever we go, whatever we do. And this is a great way for those little ones, because how many opportunities do we really have? I mean, we can point out the icons and involve them in prayer, which is good, but this is something they can hold on to, and we don't have to worry about them doing anything to it. And this is one of those books that it's the perfect marriage with the words and the illustrations, and the babies just love it. They love seeing babies, and they love Jesus. And so it's wonderful, wonderful for the littles. So consider getting this. Really, really. This is kind of an everyday book. You can toss it in your bag and bring it along, and you don't have to worry about it getting smushed. The next one I have here is When God Made You by Jane Meyer, she's just a fabulous human being in the first place, but she came up with this very fun and whimsical book about God making each of us. And there are a couple really important take-home things, I think, that are in this book that I find valuable. Number one, I am multi-ethnic, and in my home, we have a variety of children from a variety of backgrounds. And this book talks about a lot of different kinds of children and what God may have been thinking when He made each of them, the way they look and the talents that they have. And so it's a wonderful, wonderful way to ingrain in our children's hearts that God made them deliberately, that they weren't some sort of accident, or it wasn't a fluke thing, that God had them in mind, the person that they are in mind when He was creating them. He knew what their special interests were going to be and abilities were going to be. He poured that into them, and that is a wonderful thing for kids to get. Secondly, which I think is also extremely important, it gives the children an opportunity to really I would say meet extended family. So you're looking at kids just look at this page. You're looking at kids from all over the place, different kinds of dresses, different skin color and hair types and all of that. So you get this great multicultural experience inadvertently. But I think a lot of times, we're so locked into our own community that we're not totally aware of that bigger community, our worldwide community as Christians, and what our extended family might look like. I just love it. So, and it's very whimsical. It isn't like, and God did this. It was like, and he poured like rainbows and sunshine, or I don't know. And he said right, or he said dance, or I mean, just, oh, it's really fun, really fun. So really worth getting. Can be used in a lot of different places. I mean, this would be great to like read aloud in schools or libraries, things like that. Highly recommend. Okay. Next. Okay, I get super excited easily. I mean, my husband brings me flowers and I like weep like I won the Academy Awards or something. But this book, oh, by Melinda Johnson, I am loving this book. So we just got this a few days ago and I'm reading it to my 12-year-old and he loves it and I love it. He's my one with insomnia and has difficulty sleeping. So once he falls asleep, it really takes everything in me to stop reading myself. She does such a good job making this user-friendly. I'll just put it that way. Not every book that's out there for kids is really suitable for kids or doesn't seem to be written with kids in mind, but the language and the attitudes of the kids, and you know, I've been to one monastery one time and her description of the nuns, and I'm picturing a particular monastery, but I can just picture the whole scene. She does a really good job painting a picture of what's going on without being overly detailed or without leaving too much out and being overly simplified. And so I just love this book. And I actually, Melinda, if you're listening, please write more of these, because this is perfect. This is like one of those perfect books. So this would be great stocking stuffer or something to read with your kids during Advent. It'd be great to have, you know, a number of books lined up to read as a family. Very fun. Okay. Now we get to the grown-ups. And we have this. I know there's been a lot of talk about this. And it's Elisa Bielitich and Caleb Shoemaker. And just great. This is fantastic. And one of the reasons I really, really, really like this book is because it doesn't make me feel bad. I have read so many parenting books and so many books on trying to, on the subject of helping our kids or helping our families truly be Christian families. But a lot of times what I get is, so if you start when they're 2 months old, I'm like, oh no, I have like a 7-year-old. I failed. It's all over. But they do a really good job of, number one, not saying, okay, so if you do these 3 things, your home will run great forever. And if you do those 3 things and it's not running great, then you must have sin in your life. It is non-judgmental. It is not giving too many specifics of here's what you need to do, but it leaves it really open for interpretation and just kind of gets the ball rolling for a lot of us who are like, hey, I feel like I'm free floating through space right now with our family and our quiet times, and I am accomplishing nothing. And they're like, don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Do this little thing or do this little thing. And we're building on it. And we're giving our children opportunities to learn and participate and grow. And we are learning and participating and growing. So if you don't have this already, this is a great one for yourself or for somebody that you love. So maybe somebody in your parish or a friend or something. Great, great book. And this last one that I'm going to share, I have not read yet, but I am very excited. This is, I don't even know what it's called. I just know who it's by. Parenting Toward the Kingdom, Orthodox Christian Principles of Child Rearing by Dr. Philip Mamalakis. And so without even reading it at all yet, I am going to start reading it, and I will do another update when I finish it. But this, I love Dr. Philip Mamalakis. Everything I've heard from him, he spoke at my mom's church retreat a few years ago. He went to seminary, apparently with Father Evan Armitage, and hearing him talk about marriage, there are a couple specials on ancient faith that I've shared before that are amazingly fantastic. He's very down to earth, but so knowledgeable. And he has 7 kids, which which makes me go, oh, he understands my life. Okay. So I really like listening to what he has to say. And again, he's not judgmental. He's like, hey, lay it on the line, and we're all trying to work out our salvation with fear and trembling. Very worthwhile. And there are a lot of books available. And books are one of those things that give and give and give, because they can be passed along, passed down, and children love being thought of. And I love getting books. I get a lot of books from Goodwill and things like that. And so you'll see the little, to Jeremy from Aunt so-and-so, 1983 or whatever. And there's just something so special and sweet about having this little memory that is forever at the front of that book. And I know my kids, they have certain books that they love and read over and over and over again. They feel like they're part of the story, or it has really deep meaning for them, or it encourages them in the faith. I love all the saint ones that are out there too. So go take a look at what's out there. These are just some of my personal picks. And oh, I told you there was a giveaway. So I accidentally got 2. I got 2 of these. So I thought, share with a friend. So if you are interested in getting this book, please leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will have my youngest person pick. We'll make a list, and we'll just do this for 1 week, and at the end of that week we will pick a name and get your information and send this off to you to share with a little one in your life. All right. So until next time, let's keep on working out our salvation one moment at a time. Thanks.